everyone and welcome for another Warhammer Age of Sigmar Spearhead battle report. And my Idoneth Deepkin will be facing the Sylvaneth of Vincent, including a mighty treeman that I just did not want to engage with in combat. I like anything to seriously try and take it down, and if I did commit to it, it would cost me a big portion of my army for perhaps minimal gains if the dice went bad. I hoped as such to be able to use my higher speed and shenanigans to be able to strike where I want and hopefully score the points all around the field as both forces faced off against each other. But yeah, the Alapex and the Morser Guard immediately went for the Alpha Strike on the Tree Revenants in order to force that quick scoring, wiping out the entire unit. But the Hunters piled into them as the Treemen caused some damage. The Tree Revenants reappeared close to my general though, who went out to grab an objective, as the first round ended on a 5-5 score to both sides. In the second turn, the advance of the Sylvaneth began, the huge tree lumbering forward. The Nomarti survived combat with the Coronat Hunters as the Alapex bit one of them into small, chunky pieces. However, no longer protected by the Mind Flare, which saved my general in the first turn, he was torn asunder now by the Revenants on the far flank, as for most part it was a game of movement and the score went to a 9-8 lead for the Idoneth. Both armies kept punching holes in the air mostly. As the Troll went to try and capture an objective in the third turn, the Alapex finally took down the last of the Hunters, and the score now went 15-15, but unfortunately I couldn't get much benefit of my high tide, the turn where I always strike first, as units moving to score objectives was more current than actual combat. So it all came down to the last turn and the battle tactics cards that could be drawn, added with a twist that granted an extra victory point for controlling the large terrain piece in the opponent's territory and where Vincent had parked his tree. Vincent scored solid, and so in my turn the infantry had to cover both my short edge flanks, while it would come down to the Alapex. He needed to use a fight ability without dying itself, take out enough revenants and then to control the terrain piece, and I would back the game at the very last moment. And then duly rolled a double one for the charge, ending the game with a 19-21 defeat in a bloody tactical game. This was great fun, most spearheads are, and okay, even though it was quick paced, not much combat, lots of movement and most of the victims falling in the first round, I'm definitely out for a rematch one day. Thanks for watching and see you next time, bye bye.